Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the weekly podcast for the week starting 1st of April 2019. It is April, holy shit. Do you feel what is it? Not the fall. The spring. Oh my god, why the fuck did that word leave my fucking head, man? I'm an idiot. Anyway, do you feel the spring? If you wake up actually sort of early in the morning here, you can smell the fucking trees blossoming and shit. It's pretty awesome. Also, maybe this is why I have a fucking runny nose. Maybe I don't fucking know, but I think that might be the case. I don't know. I'm usually not allergic to shit, so it's fucking weird, man. I don't know. But yeah, you are seeing this on the 2nd of April. And it is being recorded on the 2nd as well. And YouTube is not lying to you. It's uploaded on the 2nd because last week was a nightmare, and I continued the night. Well, I say continued. I am over exaggerating shit as always on this podcast, but what's going on with my fucking voice, man? Anyway, how are ya? How was your week? I got some personal shit that I can actually talk to you this time around, because I feel like I can fucking share it. I don't know. Probably I won't get into too much fucking trouble if I do. Yeah, I usually say I've been through some shit in my personal life that I don't feel confident sharing and shit. But there are dogs outside also. You can probably hear them bark. Bark. I don't want to get up to close the window, but if it's too annoying, maybe there might be a cut in the podcast in my story. Also, fuck me. Are you gonna bark right now? I swear to God, man, every time I start recording, it's like something happens outside. It's either this dog right now is barking, there were or some fucking cars. There was nothing happening so far, man. It was great. I had the window open. I was just sitting here eating my lunch, and all of a sudden I got dogs barking, I got cars, I got fucking everything. And if I close the door, the window, I'm gonna go fucking close the window. Give me a sec. I closed the window, and right now the dog stopped barking. It's not barking anymore. Fuck me. I usually like to have the window open because it's less echoey in here. Now I have the door open to my room. Anyway, there are some cars outside going, so at least, hey, I closed it so you don't hear the cars anymore. But you hear me bitching about it and shit. Oh, we got some mint tea. As always, we're on brand. Oh, it smells good, but it's still too fucking hot to drink. But we do have it, man. I haven't had a tea in ever since last podcast, so it's been over a fucking week. I don't even know, No, my last podcast wasn't the one that I was in a hurry recording, was it? It was the one before that. Last podcast was... I can't fucking remember, man. It's been too fucking long, to be honest. Anyway, here's a little bit of a story. A story about going out to a nightclub and not having a very good time. So the setup for the story. I don't know why the fuck, but we somehow got a group together to go to a nightclub, because we haven't went out drinking with some of my friends, at least in a nightclub. Anyway, haven't been to nightclubs in some time. And so last week on Monday, I went to see my girlfriend. She said that on Wednesday she was not working, and she and 3 of her friends, they were like, let's go to a nightclub. And I was like, sure, why not? And a friend of mine just started working at one of the fucking nightclubs here in campus. He was a bouncer, and we were like, well, why don't we go to that nightclub then, so that we can, see my friend and shit. And I phoned him up. He said that he was gonna be working that night. And we're like, well, okay, this is where we're going. And so it was essentially me, my friend George, my girlfriend, and 3 other girls. And we met the dude that was the bouncer, but he's not at our table all the fucking time because he's fucking working and shit. So what happens is my friend George goes to the bathrooms. Now the bathrooms are a little bit weird because they're only stalls. You don't have a pissoirs or whatever the fuck you call them. You don't have that. And the fact is, to go into a stall, you have to walk through this really narrow hallway, I guess. And in that hallway, it's a little bit, it's not too hard, but it's a little bit difficult to get around, two people to get around each other, especially if they are, in fact, drunk, like you are at a nightclub. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, so it's a little bit later in the night, and we are a good amount intoxicated. And so my friend George goes to the bathroom, and there is like a lineup because there are usually around 3 stalls, 3 stalls for men and 3 stalls for women, as far as I fucking know. And he's waiting. He's like the first guy in the line, right? And then one dude who's like pissed drunk comes out of the bathroom and of the toilet, and he's like he just stumbles in place, is what I'm trying to say. He doesn't really move, and it's a little bit hard to get around him. And so my friend, he wants to go get a piss so he can like come back to the table and drink with us. And so he told him, come on dude, just fucking move on or shit, maybe something like a little bit more aggressive. But it was in that stage, he wasn't like threatening him to move on or to some shit. He might have said, dude, come on, just fuck off. It's like the hardest thing he could have said to him. And apparently that dude remembered him. So when George came back to our table a few minutes later, this dude jumps out behind him with one of his friends. And that same dude, he had a watch, right? And he put it on his knuckle, like a knuckle duster almost. Essentially that what it was. He wrapped it around his knuckles, like a knuckle duster. And whilst no one's fucking paying attention what's happening behind him, he sneaks up behind him and he jabs him in the back of the head. It wasn't full on back of the head. It was a little bit more on the side part, which I guess is better, because if it was directly on the back of the head, there could have been like some serious injuries. But I'm not saying that wasn't a serious injury as well. Like the dude had his head not shaved but sewed. I think sewed is the right word. Well, I don't know why I say shave, by the way. I don't know. I'm a fucking mess. Okay, it's like I'm a fucking mess, and tomorrow I have some more work at university to do, and then until the end of the week I'm just fucking chilling. I'm just not doing fucking anything at all, man. But yeah, sorry if I'm a little bit off this podcast. Just a lot of shit I've been doing, and it's been stressful because George gets punched on the back of the head and he gets knocked out because he falls down on the floor. And what I do is I push the guy back, but then I see his friend that is right next to me. He's getting ready to kick George while he's laying down on the ground. And so I don't know what fucking came over me, but I don't know. I don't know, because I thought that he was a little bit further away than I thought he would be, and I wanted to hit him, so I kind of dashed at him with my elbow, and I fucking broke his front tooth because his jaw had I don't know what it's called in English, a backwards bite, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does make sense, but essentially, you know how your upper teeth are usually the ones that are in front of your lower teeth. Well, this guy was the opposite, right? His lower teeth were in front of his upper teeth, sort of. No, that was his bite, sort of thing. And I hit him, and I broke both his front two teeth. I didn't full on break them, but like chunks of them just flew off when I hit him. And like his other friend that I pushed back, he was ready to jump at me, but then my friend that was the bouncer came up with like 5 other dudes, and they throw him on the ground and kick the shit out of him. But we had to call an ambulance for my friend George, because he was sort of, I mean, you're drunk and also you get hit in the head hard enough that you black out, and your head was bleeding profusely. We had to just call an ambulance for him, at least to check him out if he's okay, because we don't fucking know, and plus we're fucking drunk. What the fuck are we gonna do? We see some blood, we're like, well, that can end badly, right? So we call an ambulance, but because we called an ambulance, we had to get the cops on as well and shit. And I mean, this was like the stressful part, I guess, because I'm not saying that it wasn't stressful, the fact that my friend might be fucking dead because he was just laying on the ground unconscious. That was like, okay, fuck me, right? Like, dude, you okay? But I don't know, when we saw him that he got up and shit and everything was fine, we knew he'll be okay. But then, cops came up, started asking questions, what happened and shit, and then they told us that next day we had to go to the police station and, give our testimonies because we're witnesses of like this whole fucking shit. And it's like, okay, we went there with my girlfriend, it was all fine, but the thing that I was super worried about was if when the nightclub gives like the tapes of the security cameras to the police because they wanted them, it was a dispute and they needed to see what happened in the nightclub, and so they can do that, and they did it. And oh man, I don't know, I was kind of afraid of the fact that I wasn't gonna able to find a job for like ever, because I don't know how it is in most places, but I like here in Bulgaria is if you have been sued, if you have a dossier, then the only job you can essentially get is a cashier, And I'm not disrespecting any cashiers or anything, but that's not what I want to fucking work, I know that this is usually a job that no one really wants to work, they end up working, but I don't know, man. It would have sucked because everyone wants a clear dossier when they hire you for work, and even if you do manage to find a job, if you have a dossier, if anything happens at the workplace, you're gonna be the first one that the cops are gonna question anyway, so it's like a bad thing to have, right? But I'm thankful that the cops that were actually investigating the case were cool people, and they say, yeah, don't worry, like we're not gonna. He had like the dude that you broke his teeth and whatever, like he has nothing to sue you on for because he already has a dossier, and it's he's been in a bar fight, and also you were defending a friend, sort of a thing. So they did cooperate with me. They saw that I was there, and I haven't done anything wrong. I was just there defending my friend, and they worked with me. Whilst the other dudes apparently they were aggressive towards them and they were being pieces of fucking shit. Because I mean they're pieces of fucking shit. How can I don't know how did something like that came to this guy's brain. Like, what kind of a fucking psychopath do you have to be when someone tells you to fuck off and move on, and you're like, well, I'm gonna fucking try and kill him because, fuck me, he hit my friend George in the head pretty fucking hard, and having that watch on there, you know, it wasn't like a real knuckle duster, sure. Like the edges maybe were a little bit more rounded. I don't know. I didn't really have a good look at his watch, but maybe it was one of those bulky fucking watches, and if it was, there was a good fucking chance that he would fucking kill him even, you know. I mean, the guy probably wasn't thinking, he was just drunk and mad, but I don't know, it's not his first time apparently. He's been in jail even for like bar fights before. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know if I should have punched or elbowed actually that guy in the fucking face like I did. But then again, I was also fucking drunk, and I didn't want to get hurt, but I also was there to protect my friend who was already knocked down on the floor. And you know, I don't fucking know, man. It's stupid. I don't know why the fuck do people go out and do dumb shit like this, man. It felt really stupid. I was really fucking scared that I would actually get this shit in my dossier, you know. Even if it was just, oh, he had a fight at a nightclub, you know. He has anger issues or he has something else. It just raises like red flags when you go to an interview. And even if you do go on the interview and your boss says, well, okay, you're hired, show me, give me your documents, and you have to provide your dossier with those documents usually where you go. And if he sees like you're being sued or you have like, shit like that he can then say, oh, this guy has anger issues, I'm not hiring him. That's perfectly allowed here in Bulgaria. If the boss sees something in your dossier that he can attract to, this is gonna be a problem for my business, then it's not happening. Like, you're not getting a job. And this is why if you want a high paying job, which I truly hope that I would get one day, you have to have a clear dossier, which kind of sucks, because sometimes it's not your fault. And if this shit went into my dossier, it's not my fucking fault. I was there helping a friend, right? But yeah, I went. I mean, this is why the podcast was like late this week as well, because yesterday when I was thinking of recording, I got a phone call by the police, and they were like, hey, well, look, you gotta give one last testimony, sort of a thing. And again, even though I did talk with the police, they would say, well, don't worry, that's not going in the dossier. It was like, I was going there and I was gonna go talk to different officers this time around, and I was like, can I say something that would be written in my dossier again? I don't know, I was a little bit nervous yet again for this shit, but apparently everything's fine. Everything went out not exactly as planned, but yeah, apparently my friend George can sue this guy, but there's like no point, because he doesn't, like, that dude doesn't have any fucking money. He's I don't want to say, but he's one of those, like, what we call here in Bulgaria Romi, or essentially translates to gypsies. And it's just one of those people that he's not gonna fucking pay you. He's being sued from like 5 other people. He's been in bar fights before and he's not paying them. So my friend's like, I don't really want to waste my time and also paying an attorney and all of this fucking crap to at the end of the day just not get the money and pay an attorney a good amount of money for fucking nothing, essentially, right? So yeah, he's probably not fucking suing him, because it's just too much work and shit. But yeah, the dude was in severe pain for a few days. He hasn't worked out. No, like today we might be going out with him and trying some light workouts with, like, helping him lift shit and seeing if he can, like, go back to working out. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't understand fucking weird people that go to bars to just fight, man. Cause I have been in little rumbles before, pushing in like night clubs. Like I've had people calling me names or people pushing me and something like that, but it's usually that was it. That was like the end of it. It's like my first time seriously hitting a person, I even think. I've been in confrontations, but I guess you can count that as my first serious fight, sort of a thing that I've ever been in. And as much as I like shit like UFC and people hitting each other and stuff like that, I hope I don't have a repeat of that, I don't know, it just sucked. I kind of felt bad when I saw this guy's teeth flying in the air. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I mean, he was gonna kick my friend, but then do even more damage to him than his friend already did. But I don't fucking know. I don't know if I should have, fucking hit him. Anyway, cheers. My fucking tea is ready to be fucking drunk. So, cheers with a mint honey pie. Pie? What? Tea? Dude, I think I'm having a fucking aneurysm. Oh, man. I think I am. Fuck. My brain is just not working as it is. I have been actually up from pretty early in the morning today, so that probably helps. I don't know, I'm kind of sleepy. I think before going to the gym whilst not editing but exporting the podcast, I think I'm gonna go have a little bit of a nap. A little one. Maybe I can go get a coffee as well. Cause it's workout day, guys. No rest. Just workouts. You gotta work out. You gotta. I hit a new personal best for fucking deadlifts the other day, and it was 120 kilograms. I don't know how many pounds that is. Let's see how 120 kg to LBS. It is 264 pounds. Well, it's not that much, I guess. I know people deadlift 300 pounds. So I am off by a lot. But I don't know. It feels good, man. It feels good when you hit a PR. A new PR. It's like a really fucking good feeling when you do that. So I'm gonna try and do that today with the bench. I'm probably not going to. I'm probably gonna have like a normal workout because I'm gonna be going out after that for dinner, and I don't know what it is, but when I know that I have nothing to do after my workout, and so I'm just gonna go home, get dinner, and go watch some shit and go to bed, essentially. When I know that this is my plan, like my workouts go so much fucking better. I don't know why, but it's just like when I know that I'm working out right now and then after that I am going out somewhere, it's like, I don't know, my workouts are not as effective, or at least I feel not as effective, because I do essentially the same thing that I would do if I wasn't gonna go out, you know. That doesn't really affect my workout, at least what I do in my workout. But I guess it's like a mental thing. I'm in a different mental state or something. I don't fucking know, but I kinda fucking hate it. You know? Pounds to kilograms convert. I don't know. I'm looking at some fucking weird videos here of people essentially benching the shit that I deadlift. Oh. Okay, well, there's a dude deadlifting 140 kilograms, which he says it's 308 lbs. I don't know if that's true. 140 to lbs. Oh, it is 308. Oh, well, if I can get like 20 more kilos on my deadlift, I can say I'm deadlifting 300 pounds. So I'm not that far off, I guess, right? Man, I don't know. I guess I'm pretty sure if I have to do like a rep, I can fucking do them. To be honest, 140 doesn't sound like that much. Like the thing is, I do Atlee Next, Jeff Cavalier's perfect back workout. You know, that's my back workout that I do, and I think that was what his video is called, the perfect back workout. I do that, and it hits the spot. You know, I do enjoy doing. It's a good workout. You know, it's the perfect. Okay, anyway, a fucking weird cut happened here, and I can't remember what I was really going to talk about, but I don't know, some like gym shit. But yeah, I got a phone call, so that's it. It is what it is. I wasn't talking about the interesting shit anyway. So I don't fucking know. I have my Steam turned on, and I'm getting like invites from bots essentially. I don't know why there's so many fucking bots on Steam. Like, do people really fall for that shit? Cause it's usually a bot invites you, right? And he doesn't really send you any messages for like that first day. At least that's my experience of having people as bots, because you know, sometimes they look like real profiles. It's like level 12 Steam account, and it has like games, and it has like time on those games, you know, and sometimes they look like real people. So you know, if they're not like a level 0 account with everything private and shit, I kind of add them, but like don't get any fucking messages from them for like the first day. Then you go to bed, and the next day you have like 5 or 6 messages that they have just spammed you the same fucking thing, like, oh my god, you just won an up Asimov, or a free fucking game, or some fucking shit, right? And it's like, do people really fall for that shit? Because you know, I get it if I don't even know if I would get it if they send you just one message and that's it, but it's like when you get like a fucking shit spammed at you, who goes to those websites? How do they even fucking operate, man? You know, it's really fucking weird to me. And I don't know what kind of people do fall for like shit like that, because as far as I know, people that are using Steam, or actually people that are sort of tech savvy, you know, sort of people that play video games and that have been for a good amount of time on the internet, so they wouldn't like fall for that shit. So I don't know how do these websites operate and have people joining them and using them. You know, like really fucking weird to me, man. One of the messages was like, oh, you won an Up Asimov, go to our website and fucking, you know, log in with your Steam account and use the promo code some fucking shit, and press on our Asimov case, and you'll see that an AVP Asimov has like fucking fell off the box so you can collect it. And fuck me, man. It's a weird fucking stupid shit that I don't know how people fall for that. But the thing is, since there's so many fucking bots, like I get invited probably by like 2 or 3 bots a week, and I'm guessing that since there's that many of them, it's like this shit's working, this shit is actually fucking working. But yeah, like the other thing that I spot that you can see if someone's a bot or not is that if he has like 4 fucking friends on his team friends list, then he's a fucking bot, sort of a thing. So yeah, that's like the other thing I fucking check before adding someone, because it's just annoying. I mean, they do usually get banned after like a few weeks or a month, but it's fucking annoying. You start up Steam and you have like 50 fucking messages that you have not read, and you click to see, oh, what did I fucking miss? It's this guy that I accepted last night, and he is actually a fucking bot that spams a fucking stupid phishing website. It's dumb, man. It's fucking dumb, Anyway, what the fuck do we have in the news this week? I guess what's big? Conor McGregor retires. I did tweet about it and shit, and I don't think it's happening as well. I don't think anyone is really thinking that it's happening. And I mean, we saw that Dana White, he was in an interview and he was like, yeah, he's not retiring from MMA. He just wants a piece of UFC, but we're not gonna give him that. But in a couple of weeks, apparently, we're going to meet, and he was going to make him happy. That's what he fucking said. Which, like, I don't know if I wanna see McGregor go. If that's something that he wants to do, though, I would understand him, because he does have the money and he has the businesses. Now he has a whiskey. Now he has apparently a wine, which it's not an April Fool's. It's a real fucking thing. A Champ Rose or some fucking weird shit like that. If it was just Champ Rose, maybe it would have been a better name. But I don't know. Champ Rose sounds a little bit bad. But I don't know, man. I wish him luck and shit. But I don't think he's ready to leave MMA so far, because his brands, the wine and the whiskey, so far they're not super well known brands. People are buying them because they're fans of McGregor, and I feel like this is gonna be the case for at least a few more years until his brands get established, sort of a thing. And I think that like the easiest way to do that is for him to just continue fighting and actually winning matches, actually winning shit. But I don't see why would he fight, because what was it? I read it somewhere that last time he fought, versus the Khabib, essentially UFC made over $10 billion, and it's always been when he's fighting, like the UFC makes crazy amounts of money from pay-per-views, from tickets, from everything. He's I don't know if it was just from the last UFC or from all of his pay-per-view sales. All the pay-per-view sales that he has fought on, it's been like around $10 billion. But still, you look at it from his side, like, you've made this company $10 billion and you've made just a fraction of those money, right? A small fraction. So I don't know, you'd kind of, that people are coming there mostly because to watch you. Either it be watch you fail or watch you succeed, There's still just people coming there for you. And I mean, it kind of sucks, It kind of, because like, imagine anything else, right? You're working, I guess it happens everywhere as well, but here's the closest example that I can give. Imagine you are a Java developer, right? And you're working for someone, you create this software, and after that, from this software, the your boss makes like $10 billion, but you've been working for it. You've been developing this shit for like 4 or 5 fucking years, right? Let's say it's that, and then you submit it to your boss, and your boss takes it. He pays you the salary, and no, it's done. Like, wouldn't you feel a little bit? Well, I work for that, Wouldn't you feel like I did this myself? It's not like you're entitled to those money, but because it's still like you've had a salary, and if this shit flopped, you wouldn't have really lost anything, because you've been getting paid salary, while like your boss was the one taking all the risks, I guess, essentially. But I don't know, it's still I don't think it's gonna feel fair that like you get, I don't know, $5,000 a month or some shit, and your boss, because like $5,000 a month, how much is that? I know there are like places that they get a lot more money, but it's sort of like I don't know, kind of like the best thing you can hope for here in Bulgaria. So let's say $5,000 times 12, that's like $60,000 a year, and then let's make that times 5, right? You make $300,000, let's say it, and then your boss makes like a lot more money. That I know it's not like this, and McGregor has made a lot more fucking money from the UFC. I know that like 300. He probably now when he fights, he gets like a couple of millions, but that's like, even if he gets like 4 or 5 millions per fight whilst fighting in the UFC, like when, I don't know, man, it's not a drop when you compare that to like billions of dollars that the UFC has made. So I can see his point of view as well. He wants what he's owed, sort of a thing, because especially like McGregor sees it as like he's entitled to those money, because everywhere he goes, he's people react to him as he's a royalty. People treat him as he's royalty, and it's gonna go to your head sooner or later when people just act like you're like the best thing fucking ever. But as far as me thinking that he has retired, I don't think so. I think we will see him fight at least once more. Maybe if he loses his next fight, it will be like, yeah, that's it, I am done. But I don't know. I personally don't think that his Khabib fight was the last fight. But that said, I don't think that the best thing that the UFC could do for McGregor right now is book him again against Khabib, and I don't think that's gonna happen as well. Dana knows that Khabib is McGregor's is McGregor's weakness. So I don't know. We would probably look at another fight for McGregor. It's not. I'm guessing it's not going to be Cerrone. So that's out of the pictures. I don't know. I would, if Anthony Perez actually goes back down to 155. I would love to see him and McGregor go at it. Because they're both boxers, right? Although Anthony isn't really a boxer. He's like, what was it? More like of a jiu-jitsu sort of background. He has ground game, is what I'm trying to say. So he might actually, take him to the ground. But because I guess that is like the easiest way to beat McGregor. Just take him to the ground. He doesn't really, sadly, have much of a ground game. So just take him to the ground. It's it's his only way to beat him, I guess. I don't fucking know. Anyway, fuck, anything else? Apparently there was a good UFC fight night this past week, but I was fucking drunk. Cause on Saturday we went out with a few of my friends from my hometown, and we were like, no, we're just gonna go out and see each other, and you know, we're not gonna drink. But then we drank a few beers. We went to the PlayStation place that we go to play UFC, and we drank some beers over there as well. And we were like, we're kind of buzzed, might as well, you know, just go drink some shit. And we went to buy like vodka from a store, and we went into one of my friends' houses, and I don't know, we just fucking drank each other. And I remember that I was vomiting profusely. So yeah, that's not fucking fun. And yeah, I just, if I was in a condition, maybe I would have like watched it, but I didn't fucking watch it. Apparently it was good. I might look at my fight pass if it's still active, and you know, just have a look at those fights. But anything else? Anything else? In the gaming world, Bethesda came out. They had a little panel at PAX East, and they said, well, hey, Fallout 76 was a fucking mess, you know, but we have a roadmap. It's not, the game is not gonna get any fucking better. And I don't know why are there actual fanboys of this game. I don't know how did even people that have this game on their radar, even in people like hyped about it. They're like, oh wow, they're gonna start adding new shit, whatever. Like, who gives a fuck? This game is fucking dead, okay? Bethesda has the new Elder Scrolls games to come out and to fucking blow our minds away in order for them to get their fucking reputation back, because they lost so much good reputation, so much good fucking rep is what they lost with this stupid Fallout 76 game. You know, I kind of, cause I was one of those people that actually enjoyed Fallout 4. No, it was fine. Maybe it wasn't as complex as 3 or New Vegas, but it was fine. It was fucking fine, man. So, you know, they have a lot of good rep to repair. You know, they lost a good amount of it. Anything else? I actually, if you follow the Oxcast Mass, they have started playing Don't Starve Together a lot. They have a brand deal with them right now, and pretty much everyone from the Oxcast has made a video, or even Sips right now is streaming it. Like I'm watching him, and I kind of wanted to go back to it, and I know that they have the Hamlet one, the only UFC, fuck me, DLC, the only DLC that I don't have from the game, and I kind of never played it, but I saw actually that on the market they had on the Google Play Store they had Don't Starve, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking buy it and play this on my phone, you know, and it works. The controls are a little bit weirder than on the PC, because, you know, on the PC you have the mouse that you can click and shit, but I don't know, when you get used to it, you know, it works. Controls working. It's a great fucking game. Like, fuck me, why don't even more games come to like mobile devices, especially games like that? Like, why, you know, it kind of made me want games like Darkest Dungeon, because apparently that is just on tablets, or I don't know, it was something fucking weird, or like, yeah, like some shit with like big screens or whatever, or it was on it was on the new Nintendo Switch, right? It's on the Switch, Darkest Dungeon. I don't know why they don't put it out on phones. I would fucking love it. I think it's actually on Apple device. It is on iOS, isn't it? Darkest, oh fuck me, please Google shit. Darkest Dungeon iOS. Yeah, it is on the iTunes Store, but it's a tablet edition. So does it work only on the iPads, or can you get it on your phone as well? Is my question. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love to have that game on my Android, because I don't have an Apple device, and just have it for whilst I'm on the bus or something, go for a dungeon run, I'm traveling somewhere out. I would love to play this game, And the other game that I would really want is Slay the Spire, because I've looked up some games, and there are some on the Play Store that are something similar, but at the same time it's like I don't fucking wanna play free to play games on my phone. I wanna get a game. I have no problems paying like $10 for it, but at the same time I'm getting the full fucking game, cause most of the times those free to play games, $10 doesn't really get you anything. It's like, well, you get a little bit of shit. If you want more shit, you need to buy something for $99. But essentially, those games are made for the whales to keep spending and spending and spending shit ton of money. I don't fucking enjoy those games at all. This is why something like Don't Starve is pretty fucking good, because it was like $8, which is around like $5 for in US dollars. I think it's like $5, some shit, and that's it. You have the whole fucking game, plus the Reigns of Giants DLC that comes free. The other one, the I Want one, is like a different game you must buy. Essentially, it's not like a DLC or anything of the sort. But still, $5 for Don't Starve, even though the game is pretty fucking old now. It's a great fucking game. That is like still, I don't know how much is it on Steam. Cause the Don't Starve Together thing that the Oxcast are playing, it's like $15 still. So like the base game is probably Don't Starve Steam. Don't Starve on Steam. It is $8. Euros. €8. It is. I think. Okay, we had another fucking cut. I was talking about Don't Starve, but I'm not sure which part exactly was it cut off. So we're going to keep going. I mean, it's been like almost 50 fucking minutes. I don't know if it cut out in like a weird fucking place. So if it did, I'm a fucking sorry, man. Okay, I'm sorry that this episode, the podcast has been a fucking mess. I've been rumbling like a madman, and oh man, I don't know. It's a long fucking week, man. But tomorrow, if it fucking when tomorrow's done, I'm just like, I'm ready with everything, sort of a thing. I'm just chilling, and hopefully next week's podcast is gonna be a good one. Although it might be fucking late, because I gotta get up at like early in the morning, and I'm gonna be going to do shit again. Holy fucking shit. But hopefully it's gonna be me having a little bit more of a, I don't know, fucking enthusiasm for this shit. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Hey, but that's life, right? It's unexpected and it throws weird fucking shit at you and shit. Right? Right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, if you do wanna talk to me about anything that I've talked on the podcast, feel free to do so in the comments below. And you can also follow me on Twitter where we can discuss shit as well. Also, if you enjoyed this podcast, God bless you. And I don't know, click the like button. I don't fucking know. Tell your fucking friends. Yeah, but as always, thanks so much for listening, and I'm gonna see you all next week.